so much. God damn it. It's so much. Uh, it's so much. Welcome to this segment of AKT Celebrity Reads. I'm your host, Alexis K. Tyler. I'm a psychic medium. All of these are for entertainment purposes only. I don't know these people. I'm alleged. Everything I'm saying is alleged. I'm just going to tell you a creepy nighttime, bedtime story in the fucking daytime. God damn it. I'm finna bring you midnight in the goddamn early goddamn 12 o'clock noon motherfucking sunshine, goddamn it. In the sunshine. So you could stand out in the sunshine and see the real lies and realize the goddamn real lies. Oh, I think I'm Big Meat. Who? Think I'm Larry Hoover. Huh? Yes. I'm finna get into the goddamn it first installment of goddamn Master P. How you do that there, Mr. Ice Cream Man? Look, I got to hurry up and get this out. Goddamn it. I didn't use no cards. I'm reading off the top of my head. I'm hurping channeling this as it come to me. Master P daughter within the past 3 days have died. I'm not gonna say died today. I'm not gonna say died last night. Goddamn it. I done been to the goddamn mountaintop, goddamn MLK, Martin Luther King, not Martin Luther, goddamn Martin Luther King is in this bitch rising from Memphis with Young Dolph. And he says it's finna be more murders in goddamn Memphis. Rising in Memphis, coming from the temples of goddamn Egypt. Memphis, Egypt, goddamn it. You got to look at this, goddamn it. You got to catch on and goddamn keep up, goddamn this motherfucker. Young Dolph is here. King Nipsey Hussle is here. Master P's ancestors from New Orleans and Nipsey Hussle's ancestor from New Orleans is here. That come also, Master P got ancestors from the Yamasee Nation. The Yamasee warrior nation from moving from New Orleans Civil War, Louisiana Civil War, and going down into the goddamn Mississippi and Alabama and back down to ATL, along with the Native American tribes and the Creole and European Spanish tribe of King Nipsey Hussle and Master P from New Orleans, Mississippi, Alabama, ATL, NY, Philly, New Jersey, Washington, Tri-States area, going back to goddamn LA and down in Texas with J. Prince. Murder Inc. is coming up here with that Gotti boy. That Gotti, what it is, Irv Gotti. Murder Inc. Ashanti. What that boy is that they had on there, that Murder Ja Rule. DMX. Jay-Z. And the owner of that was over there with Def Jam. They're also on Atlantic. Oh Lord. Suge Knight is coming up here. Harry O and Harry O ex-wife. It's also tied to the Italian mobster lawyer that was representing Harry O. It's also tied to Suge Knight. Oh man, it's so much. It's so goddamn much. She also tied to J. Prince out in Texas. I'm not sure if Harry old wife. I think she might have a record label, or the ex-wife, the real pretty light-skinned lady he used to be with when she was down with Harry O. And they said a lawyer slipped Harry O. something in there in that prison, trying to poison and kill Harry O. Oh, it's so goddamn much. It's so goddamn much. Easy E. Tookie is back here. Tookie William with the goddamn Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the Serpent Cult, where Conan the Barbarian, he was in there with James Earl Jones, playing the leader of the Serpent Cult. Man, we got the Serpent Cult going in here. He mentioned even the Sinaloa Cartel. God damn, the Sinaloa Cartel. Dealing with the 80s during the Bush, Reagan era, Bill Clinton era, Maxine Waters, goddammit, Iran-Contra scandal, Freeway Ricky Ross. So this goes all the way back to the 70s. And congressional hearings in LA in the fucking 70s and rules to bring down on black men in LA and the wars and NWA. How they brought in NWA to counter Fight the Power. What is the group? Fight the Power with Flavor Flav them. Was it Chuck D? And they targeted you either stand down or you get broke down, assassinated in your character and in your life, Professor Griff. They had a hit out on him and they showed me Molotov cocktail on him. So I don't know if some kind of cocktail thrown on him where he lived at a fire or a bombing where he lived at. It was set up to try to kill him with Professor Griff. I don't know. That's what they said to me. No, there's so much mess in here. And Nipsey is kind of mad at Master P. And Master P daughter, this shit's so fucked up. I don't even like to say this shit that coming to me. His daughter is in limbo and said this girl was either kidnapped or held or extorted, or Master P, they trying to extort or bribe or blackmail or get something out of Master P and was using the daughter. The daughter keeps saying somebody molested her when she was younger. She was sexually assaulted or raped and held hostage and drugged up, turned into an addict when she was real young by somebody in Master P family, close to Master P. It's so goddamn much an enemy's Master P. This is also mentioned in his old artists when he started off Mia X, as well as his daughter's mama. And they talking about this is a moon sacrifice, a Selene moon sacrifice. Like she was a perfect virgin, master sacrifice, even though she might not be a physical virgin. This is the same equivalent of Selena, the Mexican artist that was shot down, also sacrificed to the moon goddess Selene. It's so much, y'all. I'm just trying to drop it as it's coming to my head to try to put all these names and how it ties into that. And it ties into the mother's, her mama menstrual cycle. At the time of the moon of her mama's menstrual cycle, when Master P got his daughter mama pregnant, the mother is showing ties to drug dealing. I don't know if her mama was messing with another man or tied to another man, because it looked like Master P and the baby mama fought and didn't get along over time. It looked like as time went on, they had fights and conflicts on how to handle the relationship. And he was telling her she needs to stay quiet or keep her mouth quiet, or another man was introducing the scenario. And then I don't know if Master P got secret children or have secret families or another woman or a mistress. I don't know if he's still married. Let me tell you something. Master P is playing chess. He is very strategic and a high-ranking mob boss, and there's a black mafia family. That this man, because they know how they had to protect their own, they had to watch over their own and look out for their own families, or whites and everybody else was going to destroy him. And there were gang wars when he was growing up and starting out and hustling. He's a very smart man, very private man, very brilliant, a thinker and a strategist, and he's heavily insulated. There are people that want to kill Master P, jealous of Master P, tried to get to him a long time ago. You can't just walk up on him or talk to him or get to him like that. He is showing back in the old days when he started out, mobs and drugs and blood wars that also stem because his warriors are here. The warrior Native American family, the Black Indian family, and one of them he's saying is a part of, connected to Master P and Nipsey Hussle, is the Yamasee Nation, and dealing with Louisiana Civil War with the British coming in to dominate and conquer these Black Indian nations and Native American nations, tied to swampland, tied to graves in New Orleans. The war is on. It's the werewolf clan and the vampire lichen clans. Just like in the movie Underworld, the series of Underworld, they're on the hunt. The higher level Italian mob, different other mobs that run lower level jails, lower level gangs activities, that actually the shot callers for the wars that attack Irv Gotti, Murder Inc., Ja Rule, Damon Dash, and Jay-Z, because Jay-Z hates Damon Dash. along with Def Jam Island Music Group. I ain't gonna say the name. Just look at the owners of Def Jam Island Music. And it ties back to, again, that group, Fight the Power. What is that? Lord, it's so much, goddammit. Okay, let me try to keep my, I'm trying to just throw it out the way they running it to me. Going back to New Orleans with the war starting down there when his first artist, Mia X. Mia X name keep coming up. His son, Romeo, and his brother, Master P brother, looked like he was set up and took a fall, and it go back to the singer from Atlanta, Monica, showing it to Monica, and for some reason this producer's coming up where he's connected to Monica. He got a fat stomach. I can see him and I can hear his name. I forgot. I can see his face, and he used to be a real hot producer during that time with Monica, and tied to Master P brother. I think she was dating one of Master P brother, the one that went to prison, that was set up and jammed up and held in the air as a fucking sacrifice, and tied to him and Master P. Like Master P and his brother have had conflict, secret conflict. Like Master P have a lot of internal family rivals and disagreements and enemies and fights and conflicts, and also tied into the baby mama of the daughter that just died. When he was having sex with the baby mama, and I'm seeing blood moon rituals and rites tied to her, also to New Orleans voodoo and black magic and them Native American cults. A lot of them people that you consider black down there in New Orleans is really part of very powerful Indian warrior nation. Master P is a warrior and a king spirit that will not fucking bow down and will fight and will not fucking be a slave. And he would have died a long time ago and would have been set up for prison if he had not had his private cartel where they protect each other, watch over each other, but there are also blood rights. Like that girl was born to die. Seeing the moon period cycles, the moon menstrual cycles. Somebody that's my student, because I can't look in there and keep up with this shit. If my admin is not in there, get the haters out my goddamn chat. Somebody that's my student, send my link to my goddamn Cash App, bitch, because this shit been fucking me so bad. I ain't even ate yet, not ate. I need my lunch. I need my goddamn lunch truck to drive up, goddamn it, and get me something to eat because I'm hungry. My stomach is empty, but I had to come and drop this off the best that I can. I'm trying to put all these fucking names and how this goes back to old cartels, old jails in New Orleans. All the black, so-called black people got ties to black Indian blood to that ground. Nipsey Hussle and Master P got ties, and Nipsey Hussle's relatives and Master P relatives got ties to Creole, Spanish, and Native American Indians down there in them graveyards, in them marshes down there. And that's risen up at that ground. There is a war going on right now where they are going back to the old school. It's out with the old, in with the new. They trying to kill all the old school warriors and all the nations to destroy the knowledge, to destroy their power, to destroy their secret cartel. When they want to rise up and protect themselves, they're saying Jay-Z sold out. Damon Dash, Irv Gotti, Jay Prince said that they were trying to have their own distribution and their own power because they're being blocked and their money stolen from them and getting them fuckboy deals. And Nipsey said that on the low, because you know Master P will say shit and not say shit. Very intelligent, know the law, very critical thinker, and a strategic thinker. They want to kill him, but they have not been able to kill him. They have not been able to kill Jay Prince. They have not been able to get Damon Dash. He said Jay-Z set up Damon Dash, Jay Prince, and Irv Gotti, and was out there with Denzel. Lord, look, Jesus, out there in Hollywood, and goddamn it, what his name? John Singleton is up here breaking down the OG game, because this goes back to the goddamn 70s and knowing about the strategic wars they're set up. And it's a war underground for these powerful black Moor / have mixtures of Spanish in them, European in them, And there are king makers and king builders, the one of color, so-called black. They want to take down and destroy. They trying to go back in the past and clean house and dealing with distribution deals, rights and royalties to music, stealing rights and royalties, trying to get people to sell their music. Harry O. I don't know why Harry O, Suge Knight, and Harry O wife and feds and trafficking is fucking coming up here, and they are trying to get rid of, they want to set up Master P and Jay Prince. That's what they keep saying, and Herb Cotty keep, man, this shit's so wild, man. It's so much. It has all tied to a syndicate, and said how Jay-Z set them up and made a deal for himself to stay on top of them and to get all these perks and benefits and have connections to the prison industrial complex, the federal industrial contract is tied to the prison industrial contract, and the federal industrial complex that runs and controls the mob-owned music industry, and bring death and destruction to people and make them sell themselves and killing themselves, when they brought in a new era of gangster rap and NWA, which ties them back to the federal industrial complex of the prison, of Texas, of the stock market. He said, Master P is so brilliant. They all secretly understand the numbers of this game. This is stocks, bonds, putting people on the stock market, putting people on the slave auction block of the federal industrial complex that ties to, oh Lord have mercy. That all ties to stocks and bonds and numbers, because you're just a number. You're just in that system, and that's to keep you enslaved and controlled, so you can never again rule your own self, your world, your finances, your socio-economic conditions, and have you down there shedding blood and sucking dick and sacrificing and eating your own people to be a part of the motherfucking machine to keep this shit going. This is telling you about these Lycan clans, the rise of the werewolf, the vampire, and we moving into the summer solstice. That girl was held up for the summer solstice sacrifice. We are moving into the summer solstice sacrifice, which will be in June. Look at that girl birthday. That girl was killed by the numbers and murdered by the numbers, but she was already murdered sacrificially on the altar of her mother's womb during the last period cycle of her mother's womb. When she got pregnant, the girl was born to die. Master P did not directly do it, but in a way it's punishment, because of, they said it was blood in the street. Just like then Michael Jackson came up, murder on the dance floor, because of his smartness and his brilliance, and him deciding to form his own secret families and cartels based on blood, oaths, and loyalties, and even the contracts that he signed for distribution and controlling his music. These were also death cult pacts where they could move through his family and take the ones that he loves the most. He needs to watch his son Romeo. I don't know if they got the same mama and him being the same daddy. Better watch him closer. The daughter was the weakest link. They were doing treacherous shit. Somebody in his family, male, and like one might be a cousin as well, tied to him, tied to his brother that was locked up, and tied to Monica. And Monica's also tied to the death cult, where they keep bringing up the song that Monica made a long time ago when she was real young called Angel of Mine. Monica is also spiritual, somewhat clairvoyant and psychic, and got a lot of water in her chart. But Monica's also a clone. Just like Nipsey baby mama is a clone, like a crash dummy. They got so much information on these people, and these people are walking around with split personalities, or might not even be in their body. They can take them and clone them and shift them around, because her DNA is shifted, just like Monica. Monica can sit up there and sing them songs and call them spirits. The angel of hers is the angel of light, which is Lucifer. Monica's soul was contracted out and sold very early by her mother, and she's one of their secret. She comes out very soft and very quiet. Sex slave. Some niggas that go up in her pussy, just like Nipsey said about his baby mama that's the actress, is a beautiful corpse. She's already been taken over as a beautiful corpse and a spy. They put these certain beautiful actresses and singers on these niggas to be spies and to set them up. And Nipsey is kind of mad at Master P. he loved Master P and he respect Master P, but Master P, I'm seeing talking to Nipsey and love Nipsey like a young mentee, like a part of himself. He saw things in Nipsey and wanted to mentor him like a son. He loved Nipsey and he was deeply hurt by this shit. And oh, let me round this off before I get finished with Monica and the other actress that's his baby mama that Nipsey tried. Master P tried to warn Nipsey about the baby mama. Don't sign that Atlantic deal that they're gonna you acting like a bitch, Nipsey. They're gonna treat you like a bitch and like a whore. And he looked in Nipsey's eyes and he saw something that bothered him because he has the inside track. And for some reason, I'm seeing in the spirit, Master P don't like Diddy because he said they sick that actress with them dimples on Nipsey Hussle, and she will never reveal to you where she was when he was murdered that weekend, that he was already murdered and sacrificing the actress. He was a dead man walking, fucking with her. Once he put his dick up in her beautiful corpse, that she's beautiful on the outside but dead in the inside, he said that she is a protege and a skeleton belonging to P. Diddy's cult, and said P. Diddy got the keys to the city and got a city full of sissies. So he got a town full of sissies. Said P. Diddy got the keys to the cities with the town full of sissies. Said he's a two-faced, double-dealing, double-talking demon, and said he's an undercover pill-popping drug addict because he can't sleep at night because he's inside out and his soul has been sold and he's been maimed and damaged. He's a devil. The devil lives inside of him. He busting hell wide open for all the souls. He keeps having to generate and sell, play games with these women, make them fight over him, put demons in him, fuck them and get them dope tainted with demons on it, and that he's no good. And the baby mama, that's the actress, was really loyal and down with He got so much shit on her and Cassie and these other bitches on the low. He's a part of the dragon cult, serpent cult under Clive David. Got her under brainwashing. That's the only way she can work and survive and be in that industry. She's a setup bitch. That's what they telling me over there on the other side. They sick her on niggas. She will never stand up for Nipsey. She can say she love him all she want to and get them deals. And really, it's undercover secret fighting with her, with niggas in there. Sometimes she get an attitude with P. Diddy. He cut her off and be up and down with her and don't even fucking speak to her. He owns her soul. She's like a dog on a leash. And whenever he snap his fucking finger, she come running and bend over down there in that dog bowl and eat that fucking apple. She was loyal. She was never loyal to Diddy. She is loyal to the agency. She is a agent of the motherfucking state and the secret serpent cult and vampire and werewolf lichen tribe. And this is all coming out of Rome. This is all under Rome, because he also mentioned it's a bill a long time ago. Y'all can let me know if it's still out there. Put my cash up in there, please. Send me donations, please. I thank y'all and I love y'all and support y'all for helping me put this information out and keep going and rest and eat all the things that y'all help me do, because I'm so woe out right now. I've been sick the past few days. This has been heavy on me because I know they've been coming in here. And this also started with the blood moon eclipse and full moon ritual. Because you see, Nipsey told me to go on that altar for his brother and told me to go on that altar every day. I've been lighting up every day because he told me this was coming and kept mentioning Master P. So Diddy, along with this actress, she's just a slave. She doesn't have power and control. She's one of their pawns that they use to sick on niggas to go out and carry assignment. Now he got these other younger girls they finna replace and put out on a whole new era and a whole new group of peoples. That the city girls or whoever he's laying with and screwing, they done went to the private islands, part of the human sacrifice, and there's different races that they run in this cartel with the sex trafficking of boys and girls, organs, blood trafficking, human sacrificing, these women sacrificing themselves. He keeps mentioning the Sinaloa cartel. He keeps mentioning the Asian cartel. He keeps mentioning the Russian mob. From Atlanta Underground Network, Saudi Arabia, Las Vegas, Bloods, Crips, and the other clans. Also, Young Thug and his management and his record label ties into this. They run this shit from the top all the way down to the bottom. It's finna be a blood war in these streets, goddammit. It's finna be blood wars out there in Texas, and Jay Prince Jay Prince. Jay Prince, please. I don't mean no harm. Please, y'all don't get mad at me. I hope Jay Prince don't get mad at me. I don't. I love Jay Prince and all Irv Gotti and Damon Dash, Master P, all the old clan. There's war in the street. There's blood on the street. There's blood on the street. Jay Prince, dirty ass NBA young boy. Jay Prince. NBA Youngboy. NBA Youngboy is the dirty ass federal dick in the booty, weak ass federal protected snitch. God damn it. He's a secret informer, and they telling me, Nipsey telling me to warn Jay Prince and Master P because NBA Youngboy dick sucking ass is equivalent to 6'9". 6'9", 6'9", but 6'9" got more pull and more protection and strength than NBA Youngboy. And in 6'9", oh, 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 it's so much. God damn it, it's so much. I don't want to say this shit. I'm trying. Jay Prince, watch your boy. Watch your baby boy, Jay Prince. Watch your son. I could be wrong. I'm willing to be wrong because I have nothing bad to say about Jay Prince. Nothing at all. I have a lot of respect for this man. For some reason, it goes to Jay Prince and Harry O. And Harry O. wife and Suge Knight and NWA and murder Tupac. And what is that? Oh, Took It William is coming up, Easy E, Dr. Dre is coming up in this, and that company that Suge Knight ran that was secretly a Fed company and ran by the secret whites up under there that was controlling and financing and was blackmailing and blackballing and secret book black financing Suge Knight and them Bloods and Crips that tied to that Rampart investigation. I don't know, but this is kind of what I'm getting because I'm gonna tell you. Okay, let me finish that. Nipsey was mad at Master P and he over there talking shit because he said, "Big homie, you told me, but you didn't tell me." He said, "Little nigga, I tried to fucking tell you to leave that fucking bitch alone. That bitch is under P. Diddy, who got the keys to the ceiling for the sisters. This is all a psyop. Leave that bitch alone. That bitch was tricking you from the motherfucking start. The bitch ain't no good and helping to lure you with P Diddy and Jay into the Atlantic album. That contract. Don't sign it." And he thought that Master P is saying, you just don't want me to go over there because you want me up under you and you trying to form a coup. You want me for yourself. He said, "I do want you up under me. I can teach you to be just like me. I don't want to own you." But he felt like Master P, I don't know if they percentages or if Master P ever talked to him about a deal to show you to be just like me. But I also want to mentor you and do deals with you. And some kind of way, Nipsey didn't like everything that was Master P was saying, because sometimes Nipsey can be hard-hearted and stubborn when you tell him something he don't want to hear. And it had gotten to the point when they tried to warn him about the baby mama, that's the actress, he would get real sensitive and resentful, like y'all just hating on me and y'all just jealous of me. But then he got real sensitive when he hear that shit. So he started investigating her and kept hearing shit. And his homies trying to tell him she was a pass around. Don't trust her. She's setting your motherfucking ass up. She building you up for a goddamn breakdown and luring you into some shit you ain't got no business doing. And he got mad until he really started investigating that shit. But by the time Master P was warning him, don't take your ass over there and don't sign that shit. Once you sign that shit, they're going to turn you into a bitch and set you up. And nigga, you going to fall. You're going to fall. They're going to take your motherfucking life from you. No, please don't do this. Don't do this. Be up on me. Let me guide you. And he was resentful to Master P, but he wasn't telling Master P. At that time, it hurt him, and he was resentful and a little bit combative and something caught me in my throat. I see Nipsey was caught in the throat when Master P was trying to warn him and trying to slick. It's like, I'm part of the underground. I know shit that's going to happen before it happens. I can't tell you everything. Jay Prince, all the elders knew what was finna motherfucking happen. They finna knock this nigga down. And they used this stunt bitch that's a slave to P. Diddy, who got the keys to the city full of sissies, goddammit. and trannies and other bitches. He always get a woman. Every time he get a woman, somebody weak and dumb and full of calm, then he get shit on them and jam them. He know they business and get them in compromising position because they look up to him and willing to do anything for fame or fortune. Plus, he do magic rituals on their motherfucking ass, and they under MK Ultra training and beta sex control, mind control, sex kidding and prostitutes, where he don't really give them nothing but keep them jammed up and keep them on a motherfucking short leash. But he make the leash long on them when he set them, put them up to set a nigga goddamn up or go around now and eat pussy like you a pig slopping out of eat out of a slop bucket down there on the motherfucking farm. They teach you how to act, conform, play to a nigga, talk to the nigga. She came on him like save her because he's a humanitarian. He thought she was wife material. He didn't know she was a whore setting him up. So she knows how to play that game and talk real soft and innocent and meek and mild and humble and shit to play on him to get into that circle. You think I'm lying? Just like they got his sister fucked up and pegged because part of her is weak and goddamn conflicted. Go back and look at that Rock Nation. I think of what a couple of years ago after they physically assaulted and assassinated him. Monica, the baby mama, that's the actress, were up there at the Rock Nation brunch with who? Hugged up on Nipsey's sister, Samantha, goddammit. Got her under control. They all, oh Lord. They put folks on them and they get the weakest link in the family. So Nipsey got an attitude when Master P, Percy Miller, which he shouted out, we the no limit of the West, nigga. I ain't nothing like you fucking rap, nigga. He loved Master P. He looked up to him, and Master P looked at him like so brilliant, so bright, such a powerful motherfucking leader and goddamn boss, as well as kingpin, made nigga just like me. And I want you to be up on me. I'm gonna show you because they're gonna kill you. They're gonna jam you up and fucking kill you and distribute your shits and share parts of your right and fuck you up, nigga. You're not gonna last long. You're not gonna breathe long, nigga. If you do this, listen to that bitch. But he knew then the bitch was extorting him and had shit on him, and the 60s was extorting him and blackballing him, blackmailing him, and threatening him. Oh, you molested this girl that's underage. Oh, you was fucking this man. We're gonna say that shit and alter that shit. They had that shit docked up and coerced and forced that man down into that country. And basically, she was like, I'm not fucking with you. If you don't do what I say, you don't do this and that, and to get the deal, you're gonna give me some money. You're gonna put royalties in there. You're gonna get these rights to me. Basically, jamming him and taking it back to her daddy, her mentor, her head devil over her, P. Diddy. He said them labels was tied in together. And he said, I kept, and that's what Nipsey's mad about. He said, nigga, I told you, but I didn't tell you because you didn't fucking want to listen to me and you made up your mind. You want to go over there. He said, I know what's going on, nigga. I know it's something you're not telling me. And then it like Nipsey was still, it was high. And I don't want to say, I'm trying to figure it out. It's just so much, Lord. I'm trying to go and I'm going to get back to Jay Prince. Like they was drugging Nipsey on the low or tainting the weed. Somebody was drugging Nipsey, had his mind on mind-altering, psychedelic, satanic, demonic entries and curses they put on something Nipsey either was smoking. I keep saying he was smoking, may have been his own fucking beloved OG, and went to one of them. It was a white man or one of these chemists that helped formulate that shit, that made a deal on the low as well as a deal with LAPD in his management. Rock Nation, I ain't gonna say no goddamn name, but it's really funny. Like a day before he got shot, or like when he got shot, the day after that, he was supposed to have a meeting with LAPD, and Rock Nation had announced that shit, and it's females in his organization, Karen, yeah, along that work with the baby mama, that's the motherfucking actress. Well, they set that shit up. They knew the file was ready. They knew the insurance money that was ready. They knew that it's more than one in policy, insurance policy on this man. They had already calculated what it was going to be on the stock market. They already calculated the projected sales of his album by sacrificing and shooting him down and showing that fake video out there to create grieving and pain and hysteria among the people so that the stocks would go up on Victory Lap and him as a name, as an entity, becoming an idol overnight, so they could then give him the Grammy posthumous after death and raise the sales on him and the value in their secular market. He was already hot on the underground, but he wanted to be hot inside that world, but they suppressed him and wouldn't let him in. See, when you see somebody that's been around for a long goddamn time and that person is really hot in the underground and like on the streets and the grassroots, but they will not give them a deal to bring them up, even if they have approached them several times about the deal, and the person would not take the deal because they did not want to sell their rights to their masters. They want to own their stuff and just get distribution. They will not let them into that industry, even though Nipsey was indirectly let into it and part of the sex orgies group. But see, Nipsey love pussy like any man love pussy. So you give somebody something they already like and they already crave, which men do. Men love pussy, bitches love dick. Some niggas like pussy and dick. Some bitches like pussy and dick, and throw a few animals goddamn in between now. They're going to play on you with it and make you be worshiping a superstar and sick bitches up on you to motherfucking do it. And those are some of the things that they used to do it, along with his management crew, and set him up because they knew his weaknesses. Everybody act like they weren't fucking with him until them celebrities along with that conscience community moved from New York City to LA. Everywhere they move, they bring murder and mayhem and kill the stars in that market that they will not let into a deal. Once they let them in the deal, or they kill them after they get them in the deal and make them do conflicted ass shit. And if they won't do conflicted ass shit, shoot their ass down or drug them up and spy on them and have bitches that act like they love them and want to fuck them that also undercover are spies for the management team and spies for the record label. And that's what Master P was trying to warn Nipsey about, but he was distorted and cursed. They were doing black magic on him through their pussy, mouth, and ass, and through them damn drugs indirectly. Even when he was trying to clean himself up, that bitch had put so many curses down on that man and that conscious community and that fucking Muslim, them ones that RZA Islam. It's also an agent in this shit. And man, this shit goes deep. The rabbit hole so deep. In every organization that's around these people, they have spies and they have agents and double agents, FBI, CIA, LAPD. Wherever city you in, they had that shit, surrounded that man and set that man up. And Master P was literally trying to plead with him, don't do this. But Nipsey didn't want to tell him. They already had him in a jam. The actress had him in a jam, along with their management, and besieging him and beleaguering him. It was already too late. And Nipsey's kind of angry at Master P. I don't know why you angry, baby, at Master P, because he tried to tell you. A lot of people tried to tell you. And it was like, but he didn't direct. He's like, nigga, I couldn't tell you because you was already conflicted and compromised. They already had your jam. So he looked in his eye and he said, look in the baby mama's eye. He said, it's one eye that P. Diddy got control of that goddamn eye, in that cornea, in that retina. Some type of chip, some type of scan. You look in her eye. God damn it. He said, just like you look at these other actresses, that don't be them. You think that be them at certain press ops and certain interviews and certain shows. He said, a lot of times that don't be them. That be a clone and a fucking body double where they pay them to dress them up, fool and distract and misdirect people. You be looking at these actresses and admiring them and shit that don't even completely be them, but they'll be like, you got to get an eye exam, you got to get a teeth exam, you got to get a gynecological exam. They put chips or some, like he said, she voluntarily sold out because all she was about the money and fortune and fame. And they also showed me a Marilyn Monroe spirit on her, like she's not even herself, she's a clone, like an airhead, pretending to be an actress, pretending now to be a spiritual guru up under her teacher, a fool that is really a fucking slave and a goddamn clone, set up to have a certain group of people that love her and admire her and respect her, women that want to be up there and look at her. Most of these young women that's blind and stupid and dumb as hell, that look up to her and her teacher and want to be a goddamn sacred woman and a woman. We are the women, we are the goddamn healers, but we are the dick suckers, the con artists, the gypsies, grifters, and motherfucking dick suckers and stealers. God damn it. That's what she's lining herself up for, to try to be now spiritual. Says she got Nipsey Hussle spirit. Said he speak to her. He in love with her. That's what she told Michael Beckwith in that interview, goddammit, last year, that he with her 1,000% and speak to her. Michael Beckwith, I know it. That's right. He with you long 1,000%. This bitch is a goddamn airhead and a loony motherfucking tune, goddammit. And when you look at them comic characters, tell me if it's any new comics or movies on werewolves. Rise of a certain kind of goddamn werewolf. She's just a pawn. She has no power in this game. I'm gonna watch them because I'm willing to be wrong. Like I said, this is a ledge. I'm seeing this shit in the spirit. Goddamn it! Hit my cash up. I'm sweating. I'm hungry. I'm looking over, looking like I'm dried up over here, dried up. I'm shaking over here. I'm trying. I ain't even been able to sleep. This nigga been on me so hard. Nipsey been on me so hard and been talking about goddamn Master P and the old nation. They are trying to destroy and take down and clean house. Master P, J Prince, Damon Dash, Irv Gotti, and the brother. Also, for some people, some reason, Ashanti and Ja Rule is coming up in this, and Irv got an obsession with Ashanti young pussy. And she got demons on her up in her pussy from fucking. She said she didn't, but this spirit, they telling me that she was messing with Irv Gotti and she was his favorite. He liked it, her young ice cream pussy, that she got some good pussy. And talked to her and fantasized and obsessed with her and spying on that lady and watching that lady and monitoring her phone. I don't know, some kind of way. Look, I'm willing to be wrong. Like he was obsessed with her and fantasized. It's something about her. He had a deep obsession and addiction to Ashanti and didn't want to let her go. And it's also tied back to federal shit with him and that old era that is coming up. And that group, what is that group with the Fight the Power? They sung that Fight the Power with regular ass, weak ass, goddamn Flavor Flav. He was the weak link in now. Got him on that shit and fucking different women to set them up and to help bring their damn downfall by using the weaknesses of him and the other one that was real close to Rockaware and Damon Dash and spying on them and setting their phone up and closing their phone and laughing and talking with him and then going back and telling the one over there over Def Jam Island record that were also over DMX where they killed his ass. I mean, it's goddamn it. It's so much. Who is so much? J Prince. I keep seeing like Michael Jackson. There's a few years ago, Michael Jackson had sacrificed a whole bunch of black bulls for, I don't know, something he wanted or sacrificed or something he was trying to get. And it goes back to the papal bull, which would be back to papal law, like that old English 800 bill I was telling you about, or the old English 1800s, dealing with papal law, which would deal with the Pope. The son of Satan is ruled from Rome. That's also stolen the divine artifacts of the royals from Egypt and from Memphis. Just like Young Dolph is saying, murder heads will roll, blood will spill in Memphis. There's an underground Yo Gotti connection and entertainment world and demonic world and these secret gangs and societies that run from the top, the gangs on the bottom. He said there's blood in the street, heads will roll, and they destroy niggas and sending them to the motherfucking do fed time. Goddamn Chang Yang and goddamn pussy eating dick asshole fucking and goddamn gang banging, goddamn it. He said this is all tied to money and numbers and music and rap that they use to lure them in to fucking destroy them. When they brought in NWA and when they did fucking Murder Inc. and Suge Knight Company, Death Row, and set Tupac up and said also the feds was on Tupac and had him on a federal motherfucking list and watching him with Asada Shakur and his mother, Tupac's mother, and the Black Panther Party, and ones that they accused of helping Asada Shakur escape to Cuba. And Fidel Castro is coming up in this shit with JFK. And also JFK is coming up in this. I had to get into that later. I'm going to get into that with the next mention with Nipsey. He mentioned the creature from Jekyll Island in Jekyll Island, Georgia, when they went down there to establish the Federal Reserve and said it's getting ready to crash. There's going to be a real bad housing market crash, a housing market bubble, a stock market crash. Y'all better watch what you're investing in. Y'all better watch taking out these loans right now. And anybody that got houses, Nipsey told me to tell you, look at your contract for any mortgage or finance or balloon payments that you got, or fluctuating loan if you ain't got no fixed loan. Some of these people are going to, I don't know, they finna pull something, Biden finna pull some type of safety net from under these homeowners, or something to tie to homeowners and COVID, where they might call in these people loans, looking at the rates of the Federal Reserve and the stock market, and tied to England, tied to Rome. There's getting ready to be a chain reaction effect, and a chain reaction with the stocks on commodities, beef, food, and meat, and bringing in fake meats, clone meats that are not even meats, that look like meats, as well as Bitcoin. Gold and silver is okay if you can get your gold and silver. Watch different places you get the Bitcoin or the forms of it, he said, and unlocking the keys to it, because they're unlocking the keys to the bottomless pit of the beast, letting them come through the CERN portal. I don't know. Like I said, y'all, I could be wrong about all this shit that I'm saying. He said it's a housing market with owners and sellers, and you need to watch your loans. If any of these people ain't got no fixed rate, something's finna fluctuate from the Federal Reserve with the percentage and the interest rate, he said, and the ones that really rule the world, only a few companies, I think it's BlackRock is one of the ones. Y'all think that this is just some bad effect with the economy, but they control the economy, the value of the money, inflation, super inflation, where they're releasing all this money they have no value. There is major corporations and all of these cities that are buying these properties to create a have and a have not, the rich and the poor, and to destroy people and make them fight and destroy themselves for the owners of this world, and to reduce the population and make them reduce themselves and sell their motherfucking self out and put them in the street and create poverty and create broke people where they are glad to live inside of a city in a little bitty box like the size of a hamster box or a rat box, with no cars, can't afford no cars, and can't afford to own no land, just a fucking renter and a motherfucking debtor. That is coming very soon, within the next 2 years, by 2025, and create a debt servitude slave system, a cyborg and android control system, a simulated reality. We're already in a matrix simulated reality. Take that shit even more digital, just like Tookie Williams was telling me in The Rise of the Terminator, and how Arnold Schwarzenegger set him up and stole his motherfucking stem cells and stole his blood, his glands, and created several clones of him, and dealt with the optic nerve of him, and started injecting him with the hormones they synthetically cloned. First Tookie, then Nipsey, and several others, and they got them John Singleton. There's so much, goddamn it. Y'all support me. Hit my cash up, because I'm trying. Yeah, C Murder. It's a problem and conflict with C Murder and his brother, and they still at odds. And I don't know if C Murder's still in jail or they have gotten him out. C Murder, in a way, is like a political hostage, a political refugee. And it's tied to Monica, and Monica's tied to the murders of other men and set them up, because her pussy is magic murder. Just like the actress that Nipsey with, it's magic murder. And it carried corpses in it, and said that Nipsey baby mama, just like P. Diddy, had secret addictions. You don't know, he got tapes on her, extorting her, and put her up to do shit. She's basically a slave, baby. And she's going to go out of here as a slave. She will never help solve Nipsey's murder, because she's a part of the cabal who did it. And she one of the sex slave and the tricksters that played jokes on him and jokes on his dick. We're having corpses up in her pussy, along with her handlers and teachers that led her in there on that goddamn man. See, that's why his mind was back and forth confused. They had spells on that man, and then he was blinded by pussy. Pussy, money, weed, and a fake fame, by being a part of that cabal that will make him famous worldwide on their TV, on their radio, and their industry, and set that man up and lured that man in there down for fake. It's so much. It's so much. John Singleton still talking to. They got parts of them and jamming them and using that man frequency and got that man brain, because John Singleton is very brilliant. I did not know that I forgot that John Singleton know me, man. He know me. I forgot because he tell me I like vagina power. Alexis, I've been a fan of vagina power since you came out on public access in Atlanta 2006, 2007, 2008. He said I was watching you, Alexis. And he said, remember that? Remember how I had reached out? I said, God damn, John Singleton, I forgot. I did not meet him personally, but John Singleton had someone to contact me to talk to me about auditioning for this role, and he wanted me to come to LA. And I said, I can't, I don't want to do that. I'm not really comfortable with that. Coming out there, and maybe I can do it on video or something like that. This is not in the spirit. This is not. I'm telling you, this happened to me for real. I had forgot. Just like I had forgot. I know Tiny Dad and met him. He used to come to my goddamn house when I lived in Atlanta. Goddamn it. I forgot that I said, you sure did. You sure fucking did. And he said, I remember you. And I wonder why he felt so homey. Like he said, you feel like home to me. Like you real. Like you straight up. I can really talk to you and relate to you. That's why I came down here with Nipsey. And I started thinking about that shit. I said, oh, wow. Damn, I forgot. Yeah, I do know you. Yeah. Okay. And I didn't feel right about it. I'm glad I didn't. Now I know what was tied up in there and who he tied to. The baby mama and all of them, and tied to Nipsey all up in the store. But I don't think he ever hired that baby mama. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Send me the proof if I'm lying. If he ever put Nipsey baby mama, that's an actress, in one of his major roles, playing a dramatic role, or she ever was in his movies. Because he even told me he was conflicted about her and knew what she was and knew who she was. And he said empty, like a goddamn airhead, like a swirl head. And he's showing me that thing. She represents, she got that spirit of her on that thing that do that damn movie where that man locked them people down now, like 6ix9ine, and be having them in there passing a test and have them in the basement, jigsaw. And said her handler P. Diddy is like jigsaw too. This lady is not all there, Lord, in the spirit. Said people that know her know that she flighted and go back and forth like to brag a lot and put people down and try to impress people. I'm this, I'm that. I got this, I got that. All I got to do is get on the phone. All I got to do is say by this and by that. Just like she said about her teacher, a fool. She said, remember, I was on Mother's Day, 3 years ago. I flagged you down and I told you, Lauren, would you please promote my product? That's what the fool told her. And she said, well, you get ready because if I promote it, it's going to sell. Yes, and it did. Thank you, for selling my product out. That was speaking on the first Mother's Day of his past, and I think 2019. She bragged about that shit, but really, from what John Singleton and what the elders are saying on the other side, she has a simple power. She has a fake power. With certain things, she said only a small group of people listen that don't know no motherfucking better. But people up on top that control everything, she's just a pawn, a lower level pawn in the game, a setup, bitch. This is what they saying to me. This is what John Singleton is saying to me. And I said, damn, I forgot. I said, I'm glad I didn't, because I wanted to be in that world so bad. And I used to get a lot of offers to be in that world. And then people started calling me from LA, wanting me, stay the fuck out there and keep your motherfucking ass down there in the ATL. This ain't the world for you. But I will say John Singleton didn't mean me no harm. He didn't try to hurt me at all. They just scout for talent. And a lot of them find it on YouTube. And what's powerful people are people that think got a lot of potential and natural talent and raw talent. They will recruit people wherever they see them and hear from them. But my spirit told me, you cannot go. And I had asked somebody about it. They said, no, they're going to kill you and sacrifice you out there. You have no protection out there. Keep your ass in that. But they tried to kill me down here, goddamn it. They still trying to motherfucking do that shit. So I thought about that. I said, God damn, I never believed that this would come back, because these things are so old, because the past, like I said, 7 years. I've been housebound in the house from being poisoned by them people in them circles that I trusted. And now I'm realizing that I was also poisoned in the house because the nigga I trusted turned on me and was doing dirty shit. And there have been mold poisoning compounded on top of it. We created a lot of unexplained illnesses. I couldn't prove it was in here, but I knew it was in here. So I was being assassinated and undermined and character assassinated inside of my family and relationships, as well as outside on the street. So that this is all coming back to me, and he's bringing it to me and tying it into this and the secret government mind control programs and the synthetic humanoid programs in the video games, in the telephones, and in this entertainment industry where people are watching them. They're putting curses on the music, curses in the movies. One thing John Singleton did say to me, I'm not finished yet, that there, he said he had frustration with Hollywood because they did not want to allow him to express his talent and his creativity. He said, talking about the Rosicrucian Secret Order and Society, Rosewood, and how it ties into the suppression and the brilliance of so-called black people. And it looked like John Singleton is also from a warrior family and had so-called black Indians and Native Americans, and he's a warrior and a leader too from that clan. All those clans are raised up underground now, having powerful powwows under the ground, and the Indian mounds of New Orleans, Alabama, Mississippi, Atlanta, New York. Oh, hell. ODB done brought his motherfucking ass up in here with Prodigy. Illuminati got their mind on me, what their mind, soul, and my body. Illuminati showing me the dollar bill with the dollar webs and the cobwebs and the black widow spiders. And then he said it ties into the Federal Reserve and the creature from Jekyll Island, which would go back to Rome, which would go back to the structure of Egypt. And Constantine. Lord have mercy. Jesus, ODB, please don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me, ODB, because this nigga's a talker. Him and Prodigy. And go back to that girl. What that girl is. Can I get a what? In the sun and the none on the butt. Can the whoop and that what the a meal. It's tied to a meal. Tied to that time and era right there with ODB, and then it's a hard life for us. It's a hard life. Oh man, ODB, please don't do this to me. I'm already going through enough. God damn it, I'm going and then it all go take the Prodigy Mob Deep and god damn it, that boy, what it. With that group, that Flavor Flav was in. He showed me that Chuck D. He showed me Chuck D and bringing him up, and that boy they are from my Adidas. That they shot him up there in that goddamn studio, which is all tied. They saying back to Big Meech in that cocaine trap. Oh, man. See, oh, man. You know what? Let me get on back to Jay Prince, and I think I'm finna get the fuck up out of here so much. I'm sweating, I'm hot, I'm goddamn dehydrated, and I'm motherfucking hungry. Hit my cash app, goddamn it, send me donations. If y'all want me to elaborate deeper and come back on, I need some lunch. I need to eat me something. I'm so walled out. This scares me so bad. I'm gonna get back into this. When I asked Jay Prince to please, they saying it's in the underworld. It's a war in the underworld and the natives, along with the Mexican cartels and government and feds and border police, border patrol, homeland security, federal agents, FBI, CIA, and it ties to one of Jay Prince's sons and regular ass, young ass, dick in the booty, reckless, talk too much, that's kind of ignorant in the head, airhead ass NBA young boy, and one of NBA young boy baby mamas, and Jay Prince's sons, that he comes up, it's a star above his head, like a star and crescent, like he is Jay Prince's favorite son, his special beloved son, that is a star in the eyes of Jay Prince. This young man, I have to look at him. I don't know which one it is. He has a beautiful smile. He has a lighthearted, very charming, charismatic energy. I see him out in the street and in clubs. I don't know if he owns no clubs or if the daddy owned clubs. And again, it
bring me back to Michael Jackson and Jay Prince. It's a black bull, a papal bull, a black bull. So if Jay Prince owns a black bull or has owned bulls or raises bulls, it's a black one that is very powerful and is very symbolic in wanting to shed the blood of Jay Prince's black bull, because Jay Prince is a warrior, a very powerful kingpin of royal ancestry. It's already native and bloodline, and some of his ties go back to Europe, along with Jay-Z. Some of these people that anytime you see black people rise up like that and are part of a very powerful nation, own their money, their music, their business and music and movies and entertainment, they come from black nobility as well as secret European and Native American ancestry and warrior clan tribes. The rise of the Lycans and the werewolf tribe is they're on the hunt for these men. These powerful kingpins are the subject. So I have nothing bad to say about Jay Prince. Nothing bad at all. I'm just issuing the warning. For some reason, they're targeting one son, and I don't know if this son has a baby mama and also a woman up in a penthouse or a high rise. They have sex with men in these circles, and I'm not sure if Jay Prince's son has had a lover that looks similar to this, that's pretty and exotic looking, that's pent up like a really a FBI prostitute that is a federal agent. Some of these women that are strippers and dancers and the entertainment industry as groupies and flunkies, and some of them that are higher ranking or they consider more attractive, or I got to pay or take care of, are motherfucking federal agents and federal informers where they got some shit on them and they use them and train them to be secret service agents, FBI agents, or double operatives to be in them circles through sex, marriage, and children, and to spy on them niggas and get shit on them. For some reason, there is one son of Jay Prince that I asked him to get. I'm sure Jay Prince already knows this. I'm sure the son already knows this. Just like when Nipsey tells me to warn his brother, protect his brother. I know these people are brilliant and multimillionaires and know more than I do. But I'm still issuing a warrant anyway. There's a special son of Jay Prince that is a baller and a shot caller, that is the heir to the throne, and there is a beloved prince of his father, Jay Prince, and that handles business. I see him out, and a lot of people like him and admire him. He's like a social butterfly, and his smile, there's something about his energy and his smile and the spirits that are on him, but also a papal law, a papal decree of the secret society that goes back to Rome, and the, what do they call this? It's an era in history, the Dark Ages, but that was really about the fight with the Black Moors and the domination of the Black Moors and the kings and princes that ruled Europe and ruled the world and controlled seamen and navigation and shipping. This is also tied to that law and the orders above the law that stole control over the world, that was controlled by the black god / black demons, and the treaties they made with George Washington and with Rome and the Queen of England. That order rules this world, this fake matrix, but they exist in their own governments and old powers and old world agreements, this high black nobility. And they are part of this bloodline of the black nobility, of the black Moors, the Spanish, some European ancestry, and warrior Native American Indian tribes in North America that already own this land, along with Egyptian secret cults that are in here under these mountains, under these federal parks. That's why they lock down the federal parks, and your black ass can't hang in there and fucking go. And the Indian mounds, because they know the ETs, Atlantis, Atlanta, Atlantic, Lemuria, Egypt, is in the bowels of these Yosemite, Yellowstone, major, oh Lord, it's so much, god damn it, and the extraterrestrial in these ships, like over Area 51 in Nevada, them folks is black. Some of them is black gods that come down here, like Dr. York was talking about, and they got that shit on lock and you got to be on code. That whole conscience community shit and the teachings and all that shit is a whole goddamn myth and a lie. And that church shit is jammed up in there because when they sacrificing Christ, they also sacrificing the mother of Christ, the rose of Sharon, the sacred room, the vagina that opens up and is flowered like the rose. When you going into that movie, the Da Vinci Code. Let me finish. It's so much. It's so much. This war is going on right now on the ground. And it's down there in Texas and Mexico and Vegas, and it's coming up out of there and coming out the bowels of the sea. They saying heads will roll in Texas. A lot of blood been spilled in Texas, like it's been spilled in New Orleans, like it's spilled in LA, like it's spilled in New York, like it's spilled in Atlanta, and underground. And the military bases are active, and they want to implement military war, federal poverty, and federal enslavement and servitude. That's where you better watch your houses and watch your loan and watch your balloon payments where you got a mortgage that's not fixed, where the rate fluctuates. They can jack that motherfucker up all overnight and call your fucking loan. And if you can't and that housing market crashes, your ass is fucked. And you're going to lose your land because that's why they buying this shit up right now. This is not a coincidence. This is all a plan, matrix, stage, and control to bring your motherfucking ass down economically with health and disease and food shortages and crisis. Replacing the food with fake food. Peoples, y'all don't know about it. They telling me there's a war out there in Texas. And there's gang wars and drug wars. Wars with the police and border patrol. Record labels in the rap industry. Peoples is getting decapitated out there. Blood is running out the street. Water is drying up in all these places. Like I told y'all, the spirits are crying out from the rocks and the deserts and the water and the goddamn ground. Secretly, niggas is being hit the fuck off. Goddamn Sicilian style, Sinaloa cartel style, goddamn it. Gangland style, where they is gun motherfuckers pulling them up. Santisa Muerta is walking this goddamn plane. Goddamn tribe. Look, I don't know, baby. I'm saying Texas. But I'm telling you, it's a secret gang war out there, and it's tied to music, feds, and drugs, and cartel. Different types of Mexican and Spanish cartel. Also, when he went back over there, he said going back to the 70s with goddamn it, Grandmaster Flash Group and goddamn it, what his name? Bombada, Booty Bambada. And these art schools and colleges and these secret oaths, these goddamn men's taken to rape and fuck these boys and they butt, and these secret sex trafficking when he was a part of it, and going over there in Brazil. So Africa Bombada would go over there in them islands and in them countries with them black boys, along with these secret boy loving, child porn, oh boy, human sacrificing. Said that you look back at them old groups, not Sugar Hill, but said Bambada got sugar all in his heel and loved to take big dicks. 6'9", like he loved to bend over and take dicks in his hind and press goddamn at 6'9" and do rewind. Young boy, big muscles, long, strong, stiff dick and hind time. Hind in your quarter time. Hind, yang. On me, love you long time. Press rewind. Yeah, this nigga's part of the death cult that they put him in. They're tied to European colleges and organizations and record labels where he sets up these goddamn boys, goddamn it. High, that's undercover a Hitler cult. Goddamn the European KKK Hitler cult that controls the whole global cabal in the music industry and drug game and drug industry, and also selling bars for parts of human sacrifice. That's out of their old music when they start formulating this prison industrial contract with murder rap and NWA and all this hatred rap against their men, their women, their children, their community. They all start brewing this and forming this den and say Bombada, part of the Buddha Nation. Click rewind, turn you over in your hind, and have you an unnatural reverse Aleister Crowley booty power time, goddammit. This is when this shit started brewing up out of their secret doctrine. They secret doctrine and war on these indigenous people of color. Going back to Texas, blood is running out there. For some reason, they are blaming J. Prince's son. I'm not saying he did a motherfucking thing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just telling what Nipsey's telling me and what they saying on the low. These peoples are scared of Jay Prince's son. For some reason, they call him like the smiling killer. A charming smiling killer with a calling card where the nigga talks to certain people that be jugging at him. NBA Youngboy. NBA Young. He's saying something about NBA Youngboy. I don't know what NBA Youngboy did to Jay Prince's son or to Jay Prince, but said it's a gang associated with NBA Youngboy, because I think NBA Youngboy, forgive me, Lord, is kind of slow like and semi-retarded, because I think he had a metal, a screw in his head or something. Or I don't know if his head was broke or he fell or had an accident when he would live, or some kind of semi-retardation, kind of slow like semi-slow or stutter. Do NBA Youngboy stutter or stammer or sometimes repeat the same thing or the same word twice, or one eye slow, one eye big or little, or some one eye will go over when he get to talk? No. Look, I'm not trying to. Do you have a speech impediment? Like something off in his brain, and he might have a chip or a glitch in the brain, dealing with the brain going to the back of the brain, dealing also with motor skill and coordination. Like, I don't know if he get mad or get nervous or something when his hands start shaking, or he start pacing or start talking real fast and stuttering and eyes getting bucked. That's when he ready to shoot a nigga, do some reckless, impulsive, off the cuff ass shit, and don't respect his elders and talk too motherfucking much, and thought his gang was gonna back him up as somebody, the Jay Prince son or something, and they let him know, nigga, my name Emmett, ain't in that shit. I'm not finna come down there and get up on, nigga. You is on your own with your Fruity Loop ass, Toucan Sam looking ass. That's this is part of his problem. And then it's something they said about the one of Jay Prince's son is handsome. Like, he's not a fat man. He's not a big man. He has a beautiful streamlined body. Sometimes he wear a hat on his head. I don't know if it's like some type of. Also, I'm gonna say real quick. They're telling me with Master P's daughter is tied to sports and gematria numbers in sports with basketball, baseball, football. So I don't know what season we in when it come up, and also this summer solstice and the moon sacrifice. They knew that was going to sacrifice that child when he was having sex with the mother, okay? I don't know if we can see, if y'all ever see Jay Prince's son have any type of caps on his head, or Master P, or what sports they're into of different teams, baseball, football, basketball. And for some reason they mentioned Deion Sanders also ties into them from the OGs, that's tied into this strategy and game. And also how they set his wife up, Pilar, and what he did to her and blackmailed her and got her scared. I don't even try to destroy her whole fucking life, and there's some whole other shit she's saying she know about Deion Sanders, and he's tied to Master P some type of way from the old school, and he's also one of the King members, one of the shot callers and ballers, Deion Sanders. He's kind of retired now. I don't see he's involved in anything illegal. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying they are master strategists. And for some reason, I wonder, was he ever friends or close to Master P? And it's tied to that woman. She looked like a black Indian. Beautiful girl, like a black Barbie doll. She was married to him and had children. By, I think her name was Pilar. She knows about a lot of corruption and going on the shit, but she know they'll kill her ass dead if she ain't that dead or physically. I don't know where to lay that. For some reason, it just come up to me by Deion Sanders. Okay, that son, the prince, the beloved apple of Jay Prince's eye, he's being targeted by feds. He's being watched and monitored, and people have been around that boy with wiretaps or trying to tap that boy phone or had that boy set shit in a car. I don't know if he's known to ever sit in a car to talk to people, to meet people, and does he ever wear hats or baseball or in his sports team or in his symbols on a hat. Jay Prince's son, he's real hip, very intelligent, but he comes off very lighthearted, extremely brilliant, smart, and got a legal mind. Very, very his father's son. But some things I'm picking up in the spirit, they're saying to me on the other side about Jay Prince. He worries about his son because sometimes the son could be a little over friendly or say things he might not say or hint around at things or maybe has a bravado or big ego or something, or sometimes get in little word battles or tongue lashings with people when he says, you remember to always move in silence, play chess, and say not more, but son, say less. You are a prince, you're the heir to the throne. I want you to take my place or supersede me or sit on my hand. You right hand. You've got to be careful about what you say and what you do, because they're not going to get Jay Prince, but they trying to jam him up through these women's or baby mamas or somebody that he was fucking. It's like they got these plants around because people resent Jay Prince and they're angry at his wealth and his power and how smooth he is to get out of shit. Harry O is coming up again. I don't. Suge Knight and how they got Suge Knight and they're jamming him up. Easy E, Dr. Dre, Tookie William, what is name? Ice Cube is tied into this. Snoop Dogg. This go back to way back old shit. Tupac, the Black Panther and Black Liberation Movement, and Irv Gotti up there and how they set their ass up for having private distribution, trying to plant all this shit is connected and tied together. They can't get Jay Prince. So one of these sons, y'all please correct me because I will sure come back and take this shit back what I'm saying. I mean no harm. I'm just saying Jay Prince's son better be careful and watch it. They trying to accuse him of extortion, racketeering, murder, said he put hits out. Somebody is over there so scared of Jay Prince's son. He over there talking to the feds. This nigga is somebody black. Shaking like a leaf. Shaking. He talking, but his teeth is just chattering so bad because the nigga's scared and fucking shaking. And it's also tied to some type of Mexican cartel and fentanyl and coke and child prostitution. Mexican child prostitution. Drugs and drug dealing in the black community and rapping in the music industry and ties back to feds. They done jammed this nigga up dealing with these cartels and this fucking fentanyl explosion and gangland style murders that we not hearing on the news. They done caught the nigga up, and for some reason the nigga's trying to implicate Jay Prince's son. That's all I'm saying. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Jay Prince's son. All I can say is something about his smile. I see Jay Prince's son talking real calm and smiling, but he's talking to somebody in a car. So I don't know if Jay Prince drive a car in a certain area, his son, and ever talk to people like sitting outside or chatting in a car. And there's people underneath him and on the streets scared of Jay Prince's son because it's like the way the son talk, he'll be real relaxed and sometimes like in a joking, lighthearted manner, just be calmly talking to you. He might look at you, then look off and like he looking at the sun or looking at the sidewalk or looking at a parking meter or something. Somebody out there, and these people bow down to this man and do shit and favors. They got their ear to the street. They always know what's going on. Like he's also in music and have artists and a brilliant producer have an eye for music, an eye for artists. He can spot things and see things, and like these people on the street, they look at him because I see a man look like a junkie on that shit out there on that street sucking dick, but also give information. He seen Jay Prince looking at him. He was standing on his sidewalk by a meter. He started shaking so bad like he started peeing on himself. The junkie started shaking, like ass started gathering up real tight and his ass cheek just started trembling. Asshole started shaking, knees started knocking. And they're like the nigga also shoot up. Nigga start pee-peeing and TTing all down his leg on some stinking ass goddamn old ass Salvation Army jogging pants that was already stinking. But then nigga start shaking the look. I don't know why I see these people scared of that man. And when Jay Prince's son says something, pass a message. Here we go. Another name just came up that tied to the conscious community and fucking them little girls and whipping people's ass and setting folks up. One of his baby mamas coming up here talking. What is a boxer tied to Jay Prince? that be with Brother Polite and tied to that shit down there in Miami. I'm looking at his face. What his name? What his name that got some kind of had some type of problems long time ago with a high ranking powerful white man in the boxing industry and controlled the federal commission in boxing and tied to Don King as well. It's a fighter. What his name? He tied to Brother Polite and used his cars out there in LA with them prostitution and sex ring and drug crew. What his name? God damn it. I see the man. Y'all tell me the man name, please. Yes, thank you, Trees. Thank you, Trees. Mayweather's tied undercover to this shit and had some problem. I think where Jay Prince had to send him a Hallmark greeting card saying hello. I mean, Lord, I must have like Jay Prince is like he talks soft, but you can tell by the way the nigga talking, he play chess and be thinking before he goddamn talking almost like a preacher too. Talk real soft and talk in circles and riddles and say thing and drop code, but don't be saying thing at the same time. But people know that shit out there and know that shit in the industry. Some kind of way I just seen Nicki Minaj is also tied to Jay Prince. I don't know if some came up with him or maybe not bad. I don't know if it was negotiation or association. At one point it looks like sometime. I don't know, something was going on in New York with Nicki Minaj had to sit down with Jay Prince or help Jay Prince. Somebody throw somebody a chain or some shit like that where they beat one of his artists in the nose and teeth and mouth and jacked him up in the mouth and took his chain out. And correct me if I'm wrong, something came like that where she helped Jay Prince settle some type of beef in New York where the other rappers and stuff didn't want to get in it. I see that going on, but I have nothing bad to say about her and him. I'm just saying like she was helpful to him and bowed down to the king. Okay. Like when Jay Prince said something to you, like that song, that Jesus song, when he called me, I will answer. When he called me, doom doom, I will answer. When he called me, God damn it, I know the answer. Send my damn messenger and say I'm coming soon. God damn it, I'll be somewhere listening for my name. Sing it, everybody, goddamn it. Send me goddamn offering, goddamn Trey Round, goddamn it. I'll be somewhere listening. Oh, I'll be somewhere listening. I'll be somewhere listening for Jay Prince's name. I'll be yeah. See, they know, goddamn it. They know, goddamn it. Don't say nothing. Don't talk loud. When I come send a messenger, don't breathe too hard like you don't like what the fuck I'm saying, or you don't want to take the message from the king, or like you stammering with your breath. You know not to breathe because your ass might get laid down. I'll be somewhere. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying it's a guarantee. I'm just, that's what they said on the other side. That's what they talking to Nip and the OGs is saying. That you know. And said a son, like I said, that nigga was pissing on himself and the other one was in there shaking, talking to the feds so bad that his teeth were chattering and stuff. They trying to set Jay Prince's son up. At least allegedly. Y'all can disregard everything I can say. Usher, bring me a handkerchief so I can wipe this goddamn sweat out around my head and my mouth, goddamn it. Because I'm about to go off in the spirit and faint in here. Deacon from the deacon bowl sat down and take the offering plate and give me my damn offering so I could order me some cool ice water. Like we do down there when I used to go down to homecoming and they had them goddamn red goddamn plastic cup and put up some of that goddamn Kool-Aid, that real strong grape Kool-Aid with a lot of ice, goddamn it. Because I need me a lot of ice right now, goddamn it. To drink and sip because this some heavy shit that Nipsey done brought in him tied to Master P. And he loves Master P. Nipsey loves him. He looked up to him like a father figure. Just like he respected and loved John Singleton. As we said down here, not Singleton, Singleton. He mad at Master P, but in a way, he's mad at himself. Because he wouldn't listen to Master P. When he said, if you listen to what I'm saying to you, young blood, You will go further with the way I'm telling you to do this and have a generation of feeding people and multiple generations when you physically gone and you'll die as the old nigga bossed up goddamn gang figure. Goddamn mobbed up figure if you do what the fuck I tell you and keep them out of your goddamn business, leave them crackers alone. And them slave plantation niggas that's sending you over here and sending you plantation half-breed pussy. God damn it. So I love y'all. And what you said, Love Queen, what you said, the other, I can't see what y'all saying. Said the other one, remember he was in the car with Tommy recently and she tried to play him. OWW shirt. I don't know, baby. Thank you, Paris Whitehead, baby. I'm just now looking in the chat. I love everybody that donate to me, support me. If you want me to say your name and shout you out, you need to email me because I don't see all the donations and stuff. I can't handle that. I be busy. But if you want to send me a nice piece of money, not no $5 and $10. I mean, I will if you just want me to. But if y'all want to send me a nice donation and you want me to shout you out and call your name out, I will do that because I appreciate all your love and support. Because really, I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired. I don't feel well. I'm trying to do my health. I really want to go away because I don't feel safe and I don't like doing this. The reason why I'm doing it because Nipsey wants me to do it in the love of him. And he asked me to pass y'all these messages. He asked me to warn people. This is what Master P had already been initiated and activated. I told y'all rituals and dark rituals were going on with that blood moon eclipse that tied into the industry. I just told y'all the other day we coming into the spring solstice. We probably already in the spring going into the summer. It's going to be sacrifices. I told y'all they're cleaning house out with the and Master P got debts on his head. They angry with Master P. They talking about all the murders that happened in the past. They trying to associate him with in the gang wars in New Orleans and drug wars, and said that he benefited. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if Master P ever sold dope. I had a gang of people around him that sold dope, but they were saying on the other side he benefited from that and came up and started his record label. They said off of blood money and the gangs that ran blood in the street. But at the same time, they were gonna kill Master P and send him to jail and get rid of him if he didn't stand up and fight and said that whole clan with Mia X and Silk the Shocker. Oh, I loved them. They were so talented, but said he had to discontinue. And he constantly moving on, making deals upon deals upon deals. Master P is brilliant and a very smart showman and a business strategist, a true mob boss, a leader in every sense of the word. They have their own secret society mafia where they have to protect themselves. And I don't mean that in a bad way, or they were going to be destroyed by the whites and the people that took over their industry, and just so much blood and murder. And man, the block, Lil Wayne is coming up in the area. The block is hot, and Birdman down there was blood all over the streets when they came up in that era. I'm so hot. This is also tying into that. What happened to that boy? And one of these boys just came up talking about Birdman had him on that dope and that goddamn heroin. I liked it him. He was with, what his name? I see his face. He's skinny and dark skinned, got white teeth. He don't rap no more. Damn, I forgot his name. He was with Lil Wayne and all them and said that Birdman them got that boy on that heroin and took his rights and his deals and took his money. He coming up down there and said he was a heavily part of the drug trading war and busting them boys' booties down there and said Birdman, not Master P. I don't see him fucking no boys in they butt. I've never seen that. I don't see that Master P is a homosexual. I'm not hearing on the underworld that Master P ever raped no boy. I don't ever see that Master P ever got his dick sucked by no boy. And I don't ever see Master P on his knees sucking dick. Let me make that clear right now. I don't see Jay Prince doing nothing like that. And I don't see his son doing nothing like that. I don't see Irv Gotti doing anything like that. So let me make that very clear. I didn't, when I mentioned Professor Griff, I tried to take him down. I don't see him doing that. But I do see African Bambaataa though with them boys and Grandmaster Flat. Like, look, just go look at the pictures of them old rappers and artists back then that was under Bambaataa and down there at the motherfucking village down there in New York City, goddammit. Them is the real motherfucking sissies and said P. Diddy got the key to the city full of sissies, goddammit. I'll be back. I'll talk to y'all soon. I love y'all.